Commissioner Whittington said that he would recommend that if something weren't worked out by Tuesday, that he would ask the board to meet and to, in effect, just dissolve. Would you recommend this if something can't be worked out, rather than them going on unfunded?
No, I would not. I don't think that'll serve any purpose except to break up the program and make it necessary to start it again, because it will be started again, either through the offices of the state government or the federal government. And I think I'd much rather have a program that has some weaknesses in it, that is run at the local level, where you can see what's wrong and do things to correct it, than I would have it run by remote control from a place far away.
The only thing, and it was so simple, that the city and county withdraw the sponsorship of this particular agency and give a 10-day notice. And at that time have a non-profit corporation set up, and a new agency selected.
Essentially, in the past, what we've done is we funded all kinds of programs in the area of prevention. And during the past 10 years, we even have introduced some brand new concepts and brand new programs in prevention youth development across the country. The problem is that we've never been able to coordinate these efforts or pull them together to where one community can profit from the experiences of another, or to begin to add in terms of new techniques and new programs into various communities. And I think the different approach that we're taking at the present time will probably have some significant results. And that is, we're looking toward state planning agencies in the area of delinquency prevention to begin planning in depth some viable programs for prevention. We're asking them to look at their communities, for example, in respect to data collection first, to find out where the problem exists, to find out what neighborhoods in cities have the largest input into the juvenile justice system. And in so doing, then we know where to begin to focus our planning in order to have a reduction in delinquency.
By the Washington office.
I'm trying to arrange for a meeting of the committee that was set up at the judge's request for tomorrow, preferably in the morning. I don't know whether we can reach all the commissioners on the committee or all the council people, but probably sometime before the day is over tomorrow we should have been able to get them together. If that's true, I would hope that they'd use their very best efforts to resolve this problem, because we have a war on poverty that has had its problems and its troubles, but for the first time since it was installed here several years ago, it begins to look like a good, workable program. I'd hate to see this progress stop and have us back up and have to start over at some later date.
What is your reaction to the judge's insinuations or statements that they've been stalling in the restructuring?
There's been no stalling on my part or the council's, as far as I know, or in any other way. There are certain things in the old bylaws of the War on Poverty Board that really work out that a lawyer of some kind has to draw a draft of new bylaws. That has to go to the executive committee and be approved. Then 10 days notice from that time has to be given before the bylaws can be formally changed by the board. That's in process. The executive committee should have this draft and have it approved by Monday sometime. If this is so, we give 10 days notice. At the end of that time, the War on Poverty should have a new set of bylaws and a new structure. At the present time, it's my understanding from Dean Galvin that the program will run out of money on Monday unless the governor releases these funds. Since this is the case, we're going to make every effort between now and then to solve the problem and get the paychecks to the people who have already earned most of them.
It'll be planned recreation. Behind each of the cul-de-sacs will be planned playgrounds. The playground areas will be away from the street. The lots will be relatively small, but the green space that back up the lots will be large. Hopefully it will be kept by a cooperative so that lawns will be kept in proper order, this sort of thing.